Hello, everyone. Hello. Uh, Looks like it's just gonna be me for now until I can t- till I can get someone in here. But if anyone wants to pop in, they can do that. Joey is off doing something right now, so he's busy. Inari and Arcady, I guess, are either doing something, forgot, or are just like asleep. So, they'll prop in probably later. But for now, it's just me for now. I can't see chat, and and I know there's some VOD watchers, and for those VOD watchers, I appreciate you, and I hope y'all comment and see, so I can recognize y'all. But for today, it's just me. So let's get this started, shall we? So, welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts lore stream. This has been a while coming. A month has pretty much passed. A lot has happened in my personal life, but I know we'll get to the Kingdom Hearts stuff. We'll just hop right in. Let's see. So, last time we covered BBS, which was dedicated to a whole stream because it was just so long. So today we're gonna do Kingdom Hearts Coded. Well, it wasn't necessarily called Coded. First, it was Kingdom Hearts Coded for a mobile phone game, and then it was Kingdom Hearts Recoded, coded for a Nintendo DS, not 3DS, just a regular DS. And now the only way you can play this game now is through a collection, and in that collection is it's every second half of the Kingdom Hearts games, and this one is comprised entirely of cutscenes, just like 358 over 2 days. So it's 358 and Recoded, complete cutscenes. You cannot play them. Let's see. And as far as lore goes, this one I would argue is the most unimportant in the series. Mainly because the information we learn in this game is either retconned, has already been told to us, or will be told to us again later in a much more important fashion. And also every other piece of information, excluding the things that go with those two categories, just straight up don't have any bearing on the rest of the story, like at all. So we'll breeze by this quickly. But before we do, a funny story about this game, the way it was thought up about, the concept at least, was Tetsuya Nomura was on the record drunk and was like, hey, what if we make like Sora, but he's like digital and stuff? And then they rolled with that, and the only thing I could think of is Nomura just walking into the office like, oh hey guys, what's up, we're working on a new Kingdom Hearts game. What do you mean Coded? I don't remember anything saying about that. So that's what they went with, and yeah, it definitely feels like a weird drunk dream more than the other games somehow. Now, it's coherent, and yet it's not coherent. So we'll just breeze by this real quick. So the setting of this story is Jiminy's his journal. His journal was empty once again, and all that says in there is just thank Naminé. So then, for some reason, Mickey Mouse decides to put the journal, the paper-covered journal, on a computer, and is like, hey, we gotta find out the data of this journal, and so they do. They extract the data of the journal, and find out that there is a virus in the journal. Whew. And now to clear out all the bugs, as they put it, they have to create a digital copy of Sora and put him within the journal to fight off the bugs. And at some point, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy get sucked up into the game. Peanut and Maleficent are inside out of this too. They're the only real ones inside. Including Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Peanut and Maleficent are there for reasons, because they want to, I guess, take over the digital realm, so then they can just have it, just take over. They want a win. That's pretty much all they want. They want a win. And at another point we fight Roxas, but it doesn't really matter. In fact, a lot of this doesn't even matter, because this isn't the real Sora. This is a digital copy of Sora, and not even afterwards, Sora does not get the memories of everything that happened to Digisora. And Cloaked Riku right here, he is not actually Riku. He is a manifestation of Jiminy's journal. I won't even try to decipher that. And apparently all the bugs and the Heartless in this game that Sora's been slaying, they all combined into this big dark side bug glitch thing. He goes down pretty quickly. And then afterwards, Sora finds Naminé, who is like, hey, you're hurting a lot and they're hurting a lot, so you gotta make sure they don't hurt a lot, okay? And Sora's like, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds cool and I want to be helpful, so let's do this. So then then Sora clears out all the bugs, and then Digisora vanishes. And the main purpose of this game was to have Mickey write down a message in a bottle to send to the Destiny Island trio, to tell them pretty much everything about what was erased, and also to come to the castle for a very important thing that Sora and Riku will have to go through in order to take on the threats that will come in the future. And that is the end of Kingdom Hearts Recoded, however you want to say it. Now this is the game I was wanting to get to. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. You want to know why it's called Dream Drop Distance? It's because there's 3 Ds in it. And with 3 Ds, the 3 Ds are there for no reason. The only reason the 3 Ds are there is because it's a 3DS. This game is on the 3DS. That's the only reason why it's even named that. I personally hate this game. I hate it. I hate it so much with a burning passion. Like I hate this game from the gameplay. I hate it from a story standpoint. I hate what it does with the characters. I don't think there's any redeeming quality with this game. There's I guess meme clips that are used from this game, but I am a firm believer that when people say Kingdom Hearts is too complicated, this is the game that made people say that. Everything up to this point was super straightforward, sometimes vague at a little points, but it was still a straightforward story. You still understood what was happening. This game, ugh. Okay, all right. I wanted, someone here to say, "Oh, this game is good," but it's just me, so I get to shit on this game as much as I want. So, yeah, there's the good part about all this. So the way we start this game off is Sora and Riku, classic Sora and Riku going on an adventure. Riku having short hair, like he always has, and Sora sounding very old for being a little 12-year-old child. And then Ursula shows up and he's like, "Wah! I'm here to die for the third time." And then Sora and Riku, who get I guess submerged in water, and Ansem shows up, I guess, as in a vision, and then they wake up from the dream. Yep, all of this was a dream, but it wasn't just any dream. This is the Mark of Mastery. Yep, the same Mark of Mastery that Aqua, Terra, and Ventus took during their days to become Keyblade Masters. And now Sora and Riku gotta take the test in order to become Keyblade Masters. And unlike before, this isn't just smacking balls around and then dueling each other and then getting that mark. No, apparently every test is arbitrary and doesn't align with like any specific thing. It's just a test of their use of the Keyblade or whatever. And Sora and Riku gotta go and seal off these dream worlds. Now the dream worlds, they're called sleeping worlds in this game. The sleeping worlds, they are worlds that have fallen into darkness but weren't able to wake up. I think that they're constantly in a cycle of being plunged into darkness, coming back, and then being plunged into darkness, and therefore become a sleeping world. Now the only way to save these sleeping worlds and unlock them is through their keyholes, and both Sora and Riku gotta find those keyholes, all 7 of them. Let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got a message. Let's see. Oh yeah, one big thing about this game is the drop feature, which is what you see on the left. The drop feature is a timer, and when that timer goes down, it switches from Sora to Riku, and from Riku to Sora. And that timer stays anytime you're in a level doing something. Now, I don't think I need to explain why that's a bad system, because having a system that takes away the flow of gameplay is absurd. And the fact that there are items in this game that prolong the timer or just do everything in their power to stop it exists in this game, and I just think that's just not good. That's just not good. Why would you do that? Like if you wanted to switch like from Sora to Riku, you could have just like had the drop happen like at the end of a world. Like, oh my gosh. And you might have noticed those little guys, those little weird looking guys on the previous slide. Well, those are Dream Eaters. and they are the enemies slash friends of this game. Now, and you send them out like Pokemon. Now, spirits tag along with you and fight alongside you. Some of them are better than others, but either way, they're all very adorable. And nightmares are the exact opposite. And this would make them the third enemy to be not classified as a Heartless, but still very much in concept-wise a Heartless. Especially whenever we get into the phone games of recent times, because that just makes my argument a lot more feasible. Now nightmares are basically spirits, but they're filled with darkness. So they attack anything they see. I'm just really confused as to why they did this, because originally there are some screenshots of the production of this game, and we were gonna fight the Twilight Thorn, the thing that Roxas fought in his dive to the heart. We were gonna see like just normal Heartless in this game, but apparently Nomura thought otherwise. I mean, I guess, like, keep the spirits, they're pretty cute. Nightmares are just, kind of pointless a bit. They just make things a bit more sad whenever we get to the further games. And commanding these Dream Eaters and spreading darkness throughout the worlds is another Mr. Darkness guy. We have no idea who he is, but he seems very connected to Xehanort for some reason, because every time we see him, he's tagged along with some of Xehanort's old companions, or basically some version of Xehanort just in general. Oh, we got to see Vanitas, Ansem, Xemnas, Dark Reek, another Riku whenever he was possessed by Ansem, I guess, maybe. But enough about that. We'll get to him later. He'll be very important later. All the organization members have returned back to their original forms, which like, what? How does that even happen? Like, when a Heartless and a Nobody are destroyed, that's it, right? Well, actually, when a Heartless and a Nobody is destroyed, that the person they originated from returns back to normal, back to their original self. So that means Axel, Ienzo, Alias, and Dylan. Yeah, okay. Nailed it. Got their names. Nailed it. So yeah, Axel's back, and he still has some of his Nobody powers, which is a pretty cool, pretty cool upgrade. You get to keep your Nobody powers. And Axel's like, oh man, where's Roxas? And they're like, oh, we don't know where Roxas is. And then Axel's like, wait a minute, I think I got an idea. So then he goes over to Mickey's place and does something with Mickey. Let's see. And if you don't think that revelation was very shocking, we're about to get into some very confusing turning points here in the world that never was. Sora's confused because at this point he already sealed all 7 of the sleeping worlds, and now has arrived to the world that never was. And Sora's like, wait a minute, how come I'm still sleeping here in the dream world? And then Xigbar shows up and he's like, because this dream is actually a nightmare and you're not getting up from the bucko. And and then he's also tagged along with Mr. Darkness here, and he explains how all of this is possible. And it is, which is long-winded. So throughout the adventure, Sora has already been through Traverse Town a bunch of times, and you know, it's just a bunch of like time traveled stuff that won't make sense until the next slide, and that means I have to explain time travel. But general gist of it is Sora going in and out of Traverse Town all willy-nilly constantly is very important to Mr. Darkness's plan. Also, Ansem being here is also very important, and Hooded Ansem is supposedly responsible for bringing Mr. Darkness here. And the way that Mr. Darkness knows that Sora would be here and now in the world that never was, in the Sleeping Worlds, is all thanks to Kairi. And because of Kairi, they all knew. They all knew. I know that doesn't make sense now, but it'll make much more sense, hopefully, when I explain time travel. We'll get to time travel. Don't worry. Some more weird shit happens. Sora starts seeing the memories of people he knew, people he didn't know, people he even forgot about. Ansem supposedly being there the entire time, even when they were just little babies, and the whole time Riku just being like, Sora, come on, you're sleeping in a dream. Like, how do you do that? You're sleeping inside of a dream, in a dream. You're dreamception right now. And then we get the big reveal as to why everything the way it is. You see, you might have been wondering why Riku and Sora are in their little kid forms whenever they're like, I don't know, like very old teenagers. Let's see. All right. I'm just looking through my notes here. Let's see. Also, I'm trying to catch my breath because I'm a bit winded. All right. So the reason why both of them are kids is because when they fell asleep, they also time traveled, and whenever you time travel, actually, I won't explain time travel yet, because that's the next slide. Basically, they time travel. They're little boys now. The main reason why Mr. Darkness is able to track Sora or throughout his adventure is because they put an X on him. Now, this ain't just no ordinary X. This is called the Recusant's Sigil. And what the Recusant's Sigil is that it's some sort of crest or sign that allows Xehanort to track anyone in any place at any time. And Mr. Darkness saw that and was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna use that." And so because Sora had an X on his shirt, he became like was able to like track everything down, I guess. All right. Oh wait, am I not on stream? Hold up. Having some technical difficulties here. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Oh wait. Damn. Still not on stream. What? Ah, I'm invisible. Ugh. Oh. Oh well. Let's see here. I'm already on a roll. I'll keep explaining. So basic gist of it. Mr. Darkness is forming a brand new Organization 13, and they are called the real Organization 13. Uh, and the main reason why Xemnas put the main reason why Xemnas wanted to create Kingdom Hearts and do all that stuff from the second game was because so he can use the vessels from the old organization and make them share the heart of Master Xehanort. And you know, like this is a very interesting development, mainly because this wasn't it wasn't hinted at any of the previous games, and now that's all Xemnas wants. You know, all that depth that Xemnas had of wanting a heart, you know, that's thrown all out the window in this game. And it even sucks more now because here we learn that nobodies can grow hearts. They can do that just over time. And Xemnas was lying about all of the nobodies of the organization not having hearts. Because he's evil. He's evil. And now their plan now is to make Sora a vessel for Xehanort. For Master Xehanort when he eventually shows up. Because if you remember, Heartless Nobody destroyed, they get their body back. That means Master Xehanort's coming back, baby. He's gonna be pretty soon. But all while that's happening, Riku fights a very weird nightmare Dream Eater boss, and then faces off against Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. Ansem's like, hey, you're a child again. Do you know why that sigil is on your back? It's not an X. It's a Dream Eater sign. When you entered here, you became Sora's Dream Eater, his spirit, his guardian angel of sorts. And Riku's like, oh, cool. I'm still gonna kick your ass. And Ansem's like, you can try. And then he tries, and then he does it. So before we get into the big final battle of this game, I have to explain time travel because this is a very plot important thing that is very crucial. So, so just follow the numbers with me, folks. The only way to time travel in the Kingdom Hearts universe is whenever you time travel, you need to leave your body behind and just be a heart. And you can only travel to a point where another you is waiting. And when it comes to traveling, like when, you can only travel to the past once. But if it's to the future, you can travel there at any amount of times. But after you traveled in the past once, you have to keep moving forward. And after you're done, after you return to your present time, you will have no memory of anything that you did when you time traveled, but your heart will be etched. So your heart will remember the actions, but you personally will not. And the final rule is no changing destiny. Changing destiny at any point is forbidden and will come with great consequences. You got all that? We're gonna take a little break here, and we're gonna sit here for about like 5 minutes ish, or just some amount of time until I can find a way to fix this. Let's see. Oh. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna take a quick drink of water. Looks like we've only been streaming for about 33 minutes. Hope everyone's doing good at home. Hope the VOD watchers are beautifully doing well. Looking at my notes here, it says looks like they're a bit incomplete, so I'll have to work on that for next stream. begin. Let's move on with the show, everyone. So already a lot to dissect here. Xehanort's back, and not only does he have 13 vessels to put his essence into, Sora being one of those vessels. He also got his younger self, which is Mr. Darkness right here. And he, from now on, is now dubbed Young Xehanort. And he's got his own Time Keyblade, and he fights Riku over Sora. Because they already kidnapped Sora. So now the big moral dilemma now is Xehanort's plan now. Now that he's missed out on his opportunity to get Sora as one of his 13 darknesses, he needs to find someone else. And they'll reunite once again, and when they do, they're gonna fight the 7 Guardians of Light and beat them to a bloody pulp, because when the Keyblade was shattered, not in BBS, just like sometime before or that, split into 20 shards, 7 of light and 13 of darkness. Now the 7 Guardians of Light can be either 7 Keyblade wielders or the Princesses of Heart. Which Kairi includes both of those, fits into both of those categories. So either way, Kairi will be hurt in this exchange. And the other 13 pieces are the 13 darknesses. 13 beings, 13 Keyblade wielders. Maybe they need to be Keyblade wielders, maybe not. But bottom line, Xehanort needs 13 darknesses on his side. He has spent his entire life doing that, and whenever he tried to do that in BBS, he tried to take a quick route for the Keyblade. That ended up not working, so he's just gonna do it the traditional way. 7 versus 13. That's our main goal for the next games. Before Sora could get Norted, which will be the word that we use to describe getting possessed by Xehanort. Axel shows up because Axel went to Mickey's castle and was like, "Hey, I need to save Sora." Because, he's not Roxas, but he's kind of Roxas, so, Sora will have to do. So, Mickey's like, "He's over there!" And then Axel goes over there and saves Sora. And now Xehanort is like, "Alright, we'll be back!" And then everyone returns back to their own times. Because young Xehanort was the bridge for all these other members to arrive. And also, Xigbar and Saïx are here because they also want some of Xehanort's power. Or they have some other alternative motives. But yeah, after everything, Sora almost falls into darkness because of Xehanort, and Riku has to fight this armor that's been protecting Sora's heart, and then pulls Sora out of the darkness. And before Riku heads out, he also finds Roxas, Xion, and Ventus within Sora, and also a digital version of Ansem the Wise. Ansem the Wise is like, "Hey Riku, tell Sora about all 3 of these hearts, and go and help him out with it, with saving the world and stuff." And Riku's like, "Okay." So now, Riku is dubbed a Keyblade Master by Master Yen Sid, and Sora is not. But Sora doesn't care because he's just happy for Riku. So now, King Mickey and Riku, who go and find, or now are on a mission to go and find Aqua, who is, as we know, trapped in the realm of darkness. Sora goes to Mount Olympus, or the place where Hercules is at, Hercules World, to go train up. And Kairi is also getting trained to be a Keyblade Master or wielder. And also Axel gets a Keyblade, and it is pretty cool. But I don't know if this was if this was needed. But we're happy for him. We're happy for Axel. We got it memorized. Nice. So now all the pieces are set. Oh yeah, and we'll get to how Mickey knows about Aqua being trapped in the realm of darkness. We'll get to that. But Mickey knows, and he tells Riku about it, and they're both like, "Okay, let's go find her." Okay. That is the end of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Fuck this game. Oh yeah, this specific slide took me a while because this is every single Dream Eater in the game, excluding Nightmares and like rare ones. Because yes, there are for some reason rare Dream Eaters that you can collect. We still got a good few 20 minutes. We can do another installment, and that installment would be Kingdom Hearts Key. Oh boy, Kingdom Hearts Key. This game is one of many phone games that Kingdom Hearts is still to this day currently doing. And I don't know about the gameplay. I know it's like with the gameplay you pretty much just like pick medals to battle with, and those medals give you some power boosts or whatever. But the gameplay doesn't matter because you can't even play this game because it's unavailable. And the only way you can watch this is through cutscenes on YouTube, because there was a website to watch Kingdom Hearts Key, the cutscenes only. But that's been like taken down for like a good year. So there is no legitimate way to experience this game anymore. Which is probably for the best, because this game was very boring. But I mean, so far in the story, though, it's not that incredibly boring, because this takes place way in the past, before everything, before BBS, before the Keyblade War, before like Xehanort was even conceived. This is Kingdom Hearts Key. And the way you start out this game is through the Dive to the Heart, where you get this special Keyblade called Starlight, and you choose a union out of 5. And every Keyblade wielder gets this cute little thing called a Chirithy. We'll get into Chirithy another time. And throughout this adventure, you are accompanied by other Keyblade wielders who go throughout the worlds and collect things called Lux, which is light that the worlds produce. Because because before the Keyblade War, before like everything from the previous games, all the worlds were connected, and it was just this infinite realm of just lands. There was no such thing as space. Oh, very weird. But what did exist is the foretellers. Now the foretellers, they commanded the unions. It's Ira, Aced, Envy, Gula, and Ava. They all had their unions. Lushu did not. He was just standing by, just watching everyone while they did their thing. And the leader of the foretellers is who we'll call the Master for now. Now the Master, he appointed all 6 of them as Keyblade Masters, and gave them a copy of the Book of Prophecies, which is this gray thing in the middle. Now the Book of Prophecies foretells everything that is to come in the future. Everything from all the games, it's all in there. And it also tells about the Heartless and the Darkness. Yes. And you know, all of this is before Xehanort, so you would think only pure-blooded Heartless would exist in this realm. But no. Emblemed Heartless, the thing that Xehanort created, they are here too. And that is incredibly weird. But yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery eventually. Now you get berated by a lot of information from a lot of folks who just walk up to you and say, "Hey, here's what happens, and this happens, and this happens." And you're like, "Oh, cool. My friends are all dying, but I'm going to help them out." So the first of these people is Ephemer. Now Ephemer is the first one to come up to you and is like, "Hey, the lux that we collect from worlds, that's not just light. That is the light of the worlds, and we're just sapping the worlds of their light. Like, and the union leaders are not all high and mighty as they were led to believe. And the universe is a simulation, man." And you're like, "Okay, cool." And then Skald comes by and is like, "I can vouch for that." And then you're like, "Oh, okay." And throughout the adventure, you meet this dark Chirithy, which whenever a Chirithy gets tainted by darkness, they become dark and turn into a nightmare. And they can also use darkness and the Heartless. And what this Dark Chirithy does is pretty much just ensue a lot of chaos within Daybreak Town. This place right here in the middle, you know, a bit harsh on the eyes. This is the only clear, good image of Daybreak Town. Oh yeah, fun little fact. These Heartless right here, these little ones with the big claws, those are Keyblade wielders who had fallen into darkness. And all of these, every single person in this, in the unions, they're all like young kids. So children turn into these things and attack other Keyblade wielders wanting their light. Or as they put it, you know, as the only word they can say, Lux. So after we beat this Dark Chirithy, we see the other union leaders fighting against one another, and the other group members of the unions, they're getting skeptical. They're like getting paranoid about their union leaders fighting, and they want to fight each other too. Ew. and a war is a brewing, and there's nothing much you can. There's not much you can do. So you just have to sit there and wait until the Keyblade War happens, and for you to go die in a war. But Evermerd, Skull, they're like, hey, one of the union leaders is forming a new union called the Dandelions, and their main intent is to keep the light alive and avoid this very cataclysmic battle. And at some point, what was her name? Ava. Right? So eventually, Ava finds Luxu, and Luxu's got a very familiar Keyblade. If you don't know, this is Xehanort's Keyblade. The Gazing Eye. And with it, he's just like, I know what my role is. I've seen what you're doing. So I'm gonna let you do that. But I'll be watching. And then Luxu just leaves. And now that the Keyblade War has happened, Luxu is the only one left to watch everything crumble. But you don't expire. You get helped out by the Dandelions who survive the battle, because even though they're supposed to keep the light alive and avoid this battle, they show up to the battle anyways, and they go and fight even though they're not a part of any union. So everyone dies. That's the end of Kingdom Hearts Key. It's a very dark story with a lot of holes, a lot of things that we won't get information to as of now, but we will in this next installment. We got time for back cover. Now, unlike Kingdom Hearts Key, this is Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Before that was a phone game. This is fully animated cutscenes with voice acting and all, because everything in Key was just all like chibi and whatever. Now behold the foretellers and Luxu in their high definition glory. And the master, his name is the Master of Masters, or Mom for short. He's the leader of the foretellers, and he gives each of them a book of prophecies and a role to play. Hey. And throughout this story, Luxu at the beginning just straight up leaves because he's ordered to, and the other foretellers get very suspicious of each other because as their roles and the books they've been given, some of them have torn pages, some of them are different from others. But the main consensus is that they all believe that there is a traitor amongst them, which there isn't, and they all eventually start the Keyblade War because of their anxiety of one of their own falling into darkness. That dark Chirithy that I mentioned before was also important to this fall, because that's how they knew that one of their own has fallen to darkness. Oh yeah, and before the whole traitor stuff happens, first Luxu leaves, and then the Master of Master talks to all of them for a little bit, and then leaves. So Luxu and the Master of Masters are gone, and the 5 foretellers are left who fight amongst each other because they believe one of them is a traitor. does Lu Shu fit in all this? Because it seems that Lu Shu is just there to watch and do nothing else. Well, that's because that's exactly what his role is. His role is to get the Gazing Eye, which is not called the Gazing Eye. It's actually called No Name, and just go throughout throughout the world, throughout all the huge events in history, and watch them. And use the No Name Keyblade, and watch everything unveil. The master prevents him from having a book of prophecies because he doesn't want Lu Shu causing any temporal paradoxes. And his last and final role is to take the black box, which is right there on the right, and hide it. Keep it from getting into anyone's hands. And when the time is right, he'll do something, maybe. I don't know. As for the Keyblade, Lu Shu can't live for eternity, so what he has to do is find an apprentice and give that Keyblade to them, and pretty much pass down the No Name Keyblade from apprentice to apprentice. And after many, many years of this happening, the No Name Keyblade eventually fell into Xehanort's hands. And now Xehanort has the No Name Keyblade that allows the Master of Master to see into the future. Because that eye right there is the main thing that allows the Master of Master to see everything. That's the main reason why the Book of Prophecies exists, is because the Master of Master knew all of that was going to happen and wrote it all down. This eye, if you didn't catch it, is also on all of the Foretellers' Keyblades. It is their keychains. They're no wiser to it. They have no idea of any of it. So, oh yeah, the Master is just watching over every single thing, and every Keyblade with the Master's eye can also see. So there, and if you didn't catch on, there are plenty, and I mean plenty, of Keyblades with this eye. One of them including Riku's. So, there's a lot of implications there. And with this massive revelation, with Lu Shu gone, the black box hidden, No Name being given to Xehanort, Master's disappearing, all the Foretellers gone, all the Keyblade wielders from before gone, all the worlds separated, because the Keyblade War caused all the worlds to become little planets and create space. With all of that, we leave off with Lu Shu just standing there in the middle of the Keyblade graveyard where the box is supposedly hidden. And his last words are, "May my heart be my guiding key." And that is the end of Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Very interesting choice to put this right before the big finale, Nomura. I wonder. Oh, my throat's getting raw. Save Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage for another day, because this is mainly for Joey's Joey's expertise because he knows a lot more about this game than I do. I just know the main plot important like beats to it. I don't know. I don't know the other worlds. This is basically a tech demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. Actually, let's take a little break so I can catch my voice again. Give it like 10 minutes. I just don't want the stream to get copyright claimed. Hopefully, yeah, that did the job. All right, looks like a good amount of time has passed for that break. We'll just move on. I won't be getting through Kingdom Hearts 3 today because that's its own long, very like 2 hour long stream on its own. So we'll just get through whatever is left, and we'll pick this up another time, hopefully with another group of friends. So Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage. That is the worst name in the series. This story is about Aqua in the Realm of Darkness. Before, we got a teaser of her seeing a world that fell into darkness in the last cutscene in BBS, Birth by Sleep. So now we're gonna get another Birth by Sleep again. So now Aqua is trapped in the Realm of Darkness. She encounters an evil mirror version of herself, but she beats that, all willy-nilly. Ventus and Terra are here, but not really. She's just very alone and sad. Aww. So, Era learns a few things from Aqua, which would be very helpful to her in the long, very helpful to him in the long run, because he's still possessed by Xehanort, and now that that Xehanort knows that that Aqua's in the realm of darkness, she'll definitely be seeing a visit from a version of Xehanort from his new 13 darknesses. So, oh yeah, one thing I have to mention is that time is very wonky in the realm of darkness, and she encounters King Mickey and a very young Riku, but not sleeping Riku, not like time traveling Riku or whatever, or data Riku or whatever there is, whatever Riku there is. This is the Riku from Kingdom Hearts 1, and they're trying to seal the door to darkness. And there was a bunch of Heartless there. They attack Mickey, and Mickey Mouse loses his shirt. And that is the main reason why he is shirtless in the Kingdom Hearts 1. There's literally no other reason. Just to preserve continuity. And now Aqua is still trapped in the realm of darkness, fighting off whatever dark forces there are. And I guess Ansem the Wise regains his memory at some point and is just chilling there, just avoiding, being killed. And yeah, that is the end of Kingdom Hearts 0.2. And oh yeah, I forgot Ansem had a black coat, so he's just totally fine. He's like, "You still here?" Same. Oh yeah, here we go. Kingdom Hearts 3. We'll save that for another time. We'll give it its whole stream. So I hope the VOD watchers had a very pleasant time. I hope whoever's watching this had a very pleasant time. Hearing me rant. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Goodbye.